So Alberto Del Rio was the one who won the 2011 Royal Rumble. What are your memories of working with Del Rio?
I worked a lot with Alberto, especially when he first came over. I was pretty much kind of married to him for the first like 2 or 3 months of when he started with WWE, and just a class act as far as from a work standpoint and everything, man. Like, and really easy guy to work. I mean, in good shape, and just no real problems whatsoever. I mean, they just used me when he came in. They kind of used me just as a guy to, put him over essentially when he was first getting started, and just to help establish him. But all of our matches went pretty smooth, and I did work him actually again. I worked with him most recently just a few years ago in like 2017 over for the night promotion over there in England.
Oh,
so
nice.
And we had a good match over there. So
yeah. And CM Punk was the one who eliminated you. I'm sure you have some memories of working with CM Punk during your days in WWE.
Man, I got nothing but really kind of good memories of CM Punk. Like, I don't know how he felt about me before, before 2010, that 2011 time frame. But
yeah,
by the time I came back to WWE, he was one of the few guys who did I lose you? Or are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah, CM Punk was the few kind of I want to say one of the few guys, like it was anybody, but CM Punk specifically had acknowledged how hard I've been working to improve my craft and get as good as possible in the ring, and encouraged me. We even worked out together one time when we were over in when we were stuck. I think it wasn't when we were stuck in Scotland. It was another time. But people always kind of, when they mention CM Punk to me, they always bring up the promo where he had brought me up, me and Harry, and after the release. But I was appreciative of what he said, because I knew it's something that what he genuinely felt, whether it was scripted or not, it didn't really matter, because he had told me exactly what he had said out there on several occasions. So, yeah, man, nothing but really positive things to say about Punk, you know what I mean? And, he was definitely something different. He just brought something different to the wrestling business. And he was, you can look at him, he's revolutionary, you know what I mean? He was just, he really just brought something that I don't think we've seen before. And he kind of opened the door for a lot of other guys, I think, that came after him, as far as like, a lot of the guys that were, talents on the indie scene or in ROH and all that stuff. Like, it felt like he was one of the first guys to really break through, at least in WWE. So, that's obviously a hell of a deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, the Royal Rumble 2011 is wrapping up here. I think it's one of those things that 40 man, I agree, just 40 man, just as watching it, taking my journalist hat away and just watching as a fan, it was some good, it was some bad. Santino at the end I thought was pretty funny when it came to Del Rio winning, so to speak, and then they playing the music at the end was pretty funny. Now, do y'all watch that at the Gorilla still, or how was that? Did y'all watch?
Oh yeah, like for Royal Rumble, I mean, again, you can't just walk to the back and then go to your locker room and start changing and go shower. I mean, you have investment in it because we're all doing this together, essentially, type of thing. So it's like, it's almost like a football team. You know what I mean? Even though it's presented in a way where we're competing with each other, it's like, it's a team effort to put on any show, and it's definitely a team effort with the Royal Rumble. And you always want to stay and see it through to see, well, how does it finish off? Like, did we all collectively do our job? Did the person who was supposed to go over, which a lot of times we don't even know, like I've told you, actually, we're finding out a lot of times as everybody else is, because you gotta place some things close to the vest. You know what I mean? You gotta, you can't just tell everybody exactly what's going on, because it's so easy for that stuff to just get spilled out onto the internet, as we all know.
Yeah, and I think that was pretty cool when you said that before, because there's not a lot that I don't know just from a journalistic standpoint about the Royal Rumble. I thought that was pretty cool. It actually got a lot of traction too, because a lot of people didn't know that. I mean, as far as the people just understanding, like the wrestlers, even the wrestlers don't necessarily know like everything when it comes to Royal Rumble, so they actually get an opportunity to just watch in the back and just kind of be surprised a lot, just like the fans were. And I think that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, man, that happens a lot more than you know, man. We call it within the business kayfabe and the boys, and it was the same thing. Like I told you with, when Edge in the Elimination Chamber. I mean, it's there's numerous times that's happened. I can't think of all of them right now, but there's numerous times where we had no idea something was going down, or I mean, somebody got snuck in. I'm sure when Eric Bischoff did, you don't think anybody saw him, right? They put him in a limo, and they try to keep these as quiet as possible. And a lot of times, they want to see the boys' reaction. Essentially, you know what I mean? You've always heard that, like, well, how do the boys react to it? Because it gives you an idea of how the people might react to it. Because boys, in actuality, are were marks at one point, if not still are.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that captures the 2011 Royal Rumble. And this is my guy, Chris Masters, and we just gave you the inside scoop. Have a good night, everybody.